Hi there, it's Mark and Danica, and we are back in her apartment. And this is the last day. We're going to do some finishing, some packing, but we can see that some things are gone already from
No more
behind.
books.
No more books, things in boxes, and then the movers come and haul it over to our brand new, beautiful, amazing apartment. I just saw it. Very, very happy for her. So, this is the last time we'll do a reading here from The Golden Present from her Ashbury Street apartment, The Golden Present, Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda, April 7th. And the topic is The Secret. As you think, so you become. If you always think of breaks, you will break. Just enjoy the work. Real joy comes when you work for others and not for yourself. When you work for yourself, you develop anxiety, you develop worry and fear. When you work for others, there is joy. That is karma yoga, selfless service. If you really want to enjoy your work, this is the only way. Work for others or work for God. In the name of God and His creation, just put yourself out of the picture. I am not doing anything for myself. I don't have to. I don't want to. I am here to serve others. You take care of them. If the others need your service, it's their business to take care of you. You don't have to worry about taking care of yourself. Wow.
Remember, if you decide to take care of yourself, you are the only person to take care of you. If you let others take care of you, so many will do that. That's the secret. Don't worry about taking care of yourself. Just think of others, and then you will be taken care of.
That's the secret.
That's the secret.
Well, you're one of the best examples that I know. I feel like you're a very good friend and pack little snacks and make little. She made this for our pre-moving packing. Be really being thoughtful and mindful of me and others that I see you do that.
Thank you. You're the same exact way.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
He is. For sure. He's here helping me pack boxes.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
I mean, who does that?
But this took me, I guess then as I read it, I understood it better. But at first I thought it was saying like you shouldn't work for yourself, you should have an employer.
No.
But when I then went further, the employer being God, being your highest self or whatever that means for you to have that word God relate to, universal intelligence or highest self. Then I aligned with that because I know that's that makes sense to me in that way.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we both are working on businesses, and really, my whole purpose with the salon that I own is to care for people in a really deep and conscious way, so that they really have a place to come and grow internally, or like have the opportunity, I should say, to grow. They don't have to grow when they're there. They can just read. But I like to put out, special things that I think will touch them in a healthy way, meaning like special magazines and books and stuff like that.
And those little cards I saw today.
Oh yeah, I have like little affirmation cards.
Affirmation cards. I was just in there and got my hair cut, which I really like it. Pretty cool, huh? And it does hold that energy. It feels like a nurturing space.
Right.
And then of course, it's through people's hair and beauty, but it goes into a deeper.
Yeah, because it doesn't really necessarily the avenue you take to put your service out doesn't necessarily matter. Like you teach yoga, and that all comes through in your teaching, and that all comes through when you're talking about health and wellness and nutrition, and certainly comes through when you're talking about the movement of the body, and
But I even think about, like, at my last job, what's helped come forward for me. I'd be curious what your experience is. But if you think back when you were working for someone, could we still imagine how that was being of service to others, and we were being of service to even our employer, to be able to just think of it that way, that we're in the right place, it's sort of an act of selflessness versus, just selfishly waiting for the paycheck. But can we be in that state of mind in that kind of a job where,
certainly.
Even there the secret to being able to have happiness and peace in that environment is not, I have to get out, I can't wait till Friday, but reorient how you're relating to that work.
Yeah, certainly for me. I mean, always, I was a social worker before I was a hairdresser. I mean, I've been a hairdresser for all the time, but social worker was my main job at first when I first graduated school. And I found that I couldn't be of service in the way I wanted to be in that environment. And, it was always hairdressing that I felt like was the way I could connect to people. So it didn't matter whether or not I was working for somebody. The hairdressing was the dharma. The hairdressing was the place where I could be of service the most.
Did you work for another salon? I forget. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've worked for several salons.
So you worked for them first, and then you had this moment where you're like, all right, time for me to create my own.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I could do it with my clients in my chair, but I wanted to be able to do it, in the whole space.
Remember, if you decide to take care of yourself, you are the only person to take care of you. If you let others take care of you, so many will do that. And I think about that with what you're doing in the salon, because they're taking care of themselves by coming to the salon space.
Yeah.
But then there's this whole team. Like when I go in, somebody washes my hair, and then you cut my hair, and people are greeting you when you walk in. It's just such a loving space that it reminds me about how important community is.
Yeah.
And that when we connect and we do things within our community, we get back. There is something that I'll sometimes tend to think I'll run out of time, or if I do too much for too many people, that I'll just, I'll run out.
It never does, really.
No, and I look back and I think about how I receive back from people, whether it's through just a phone call, hey, how you doing? Or surprise gifts, or, going out for meals and spending time. So it's...
Yeah, I think, we learned this a lot too. We probably talked about this before too, but our teacher, Stephanie Snyder, teaches to be of service. That's it, Yeah. So this resonates there where it's, this is several paragraphs, but really the whole point is be of service and all will be right in the world. Like we were of service today, and you do it even when people aren't looking. Like Mark and I are very similar in a lot of ways. We see the same stuff when we're walking around. There was a garbage can that was, it had fallen over, and so we both reached for it. We both reached to pick it up just to be of service to whoever comes out and finds that,
And I don't know if you saw, there's a woman a little bit from us that smiled.
Oh, I didn't
kind of
see.
Within like I don't know if it was hers or not, but there was just this, it just made that ripple, out to her. And I think I was thinking to myself, whether it was her garbage can or not, I think she was aware that two strangers just came and picked up someone else's garbage can. And I've seen that at times too, like when someone picks up a piece of garbage and it's not theirs, or they do something like that. Yeah, it reminds me about, there's more of that happens, and it creates more love and more kindness around the world.
And people don't know, like whoever's garbage can that was, if it wasn't that woman's, but they're going to come out and they don't have to bend over and pick it up. And who knows if they had a hard day. We were having a perfectly fine day. So, the being of service is just do it all the time. Just everything you do is with a purpose and intention of being of service. And, things come back to you without you trying, I mean, I guess you don't do it for that reason, but that is just what happens.
Well, I know Swami Satchidananda has said that some of the most, how did he put it? Some of the most selfish people are the ones who are doing the most service in the world, because they're so aware how much they get back.
Yeah.
But they're doing so much service, so much, giving out to others, that he said actually he recognizes that when you do that, you get so much back. So it's kind of a funny flip of the equation.
Yeah, I have so much that comes back to me.
Yeah.
I don't mean for it to, but I'm certainly enjoying it.
You deserve it. Yeah, I see it. And there are times when, just in the last minute, I guess here, but just I wanted to bring up that sometimes, and we've talked about this in different contexts, when you feel like you're being of service and it's not being reciprocated back, or you feel like you're being kind of doing your part, but there is not a feeling of kindness being given back to you. And what happens there? Is it something we should stop doing? Should we stop giving our love and care? And all I've really come up with is that, we should have boundaries around it to a certain extent, and, listen to where is your energy multiplying and where does it feel like it's being absorbed.
I like that.
And that's something that's, I feel like, important, that we keep that awareness.
Yeah, that's really nice. And what takes away from you being able to be of service? Like, for example, I'm moving my apartment because it's very loud. It's loud right now.
I know. I don't know if you can hear it through the computer, but we're in their conversation basically. They're drinking. Anyway, it's a party.
But that's something that I can't. It's impeding my ability to be joyful and of service.
Yeah, you're not going to go down and bring them cookies, for example.
I'm definitely not going to do that. I mean, and I'd like to on some level.
Maybe the first couple times you might have, but years later, right?
It's been years. But what has happened is it then becomes about, it moves off of like, that's still the question, how do I best be of service? Like, I've noticed it impacting my ability to be at work, to serve my employees or whatever. So, that's, it's saying about take care of yourself.
That's right.
And the reason you take care of yourself is so that you can go out and do some more service. And so, moving into an apartment, which hopefully will be quiet.
I know, right? Please, Lord.
We live in a city, so you don't really know. But, taking care of yourself so that you do have the capacity to maintain your joy, to elevate your joy, because those are the things that then allow you to pick up garbage cans and, listen when somebody's speaking to you. That's a big one. When you're impeded in a way,
you don't have space.
You can't say, "Oh, I'm listening." You're just kind of like, yeah. So take care of yourself, and then.
And we're gonna take care of ourselves and eat this amazing snack
sure are.
before we pack. And thank you for watching this, and say goodbye to Danica's apartment. And we'll have to do a recording from your new one soon.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see the stages of unpacking and then. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Much.
Bye.